Hey everyone, Lewis aka Spider-Man 1991 with another comic book review, where today I will be talking about Iron Fist, the Fury of Iron Fist, Volume 1 in Marvel's Epic Collection line for Iron Fist. Now, basically this is pretty much the very first appearances of Iron Fist. Basically, after 10 years of training in the mythical city of Kunlun, Danny Rand is given the opportunity to return to New York City and get revenge on the man who's responsible for his parents' death, or stay in Kunlun and gain the gift of immortality. Danny chooses the former, and he heads to New York to seek the man responsible for his parents' death. Eventually, Danny is joined in his adventures by Misty Knight and Colleen Wing, two private eyes who are eventually dubbed the Daughters of the Dragon. And eventually, Danny's adventures lead him to a showdown with the Steel Serpent, who was another warrior of Kunlun who tried but failed to gain the power of the Iron Fist. So, like I said earlier, this volume collects Iron Fist's first appearances in the Marvel Universe. It collects, originally his stories were told in the magazine Marvel Premiere, but then he got his own title, which unfortunately only lasted 15 issues. And actually when the book was canceled after 15, Chris Claremont, the writer, had to continue. It did eventually conclude the story arc involving the Steel Serpent in the pages of in 2 issues of Marvel Team Up. So all of that is collected in this one book, which is nice. The early issues, the early appearances of Iron Fist in Marvel Premiere are a little annoying to me because they are heavy on caption boxes. The whole point of the Iron Fist stories, I think, was so that they would be packed with kung fu action, but whenever there's an issue where there is going to be lots of action, you just have caption boxes narrating what you're seeing, I think that's pretty useless. For example, there is the story, for example, when Iron Fist does make it to the building holding Meacham, the man his father's ex-business partner who's responsible for the death of Danny's parents. Throughout the entire issue, there's like no dialogue spoken, but it's mainly Danny going through a bunch of traps and stuff. And it's so dumb because there's like these caption boxes that are just describing exactly what we're seeing in the panel. And I don't know, I just think that's redundant and stupid. But despite that flaw, the artists and all the issues do a good job showing Danny's martial arts skills in action. The artwork is still pretty impressive. Eventually, though, the book does get better around Danny's own solo title, which is nice. And it does. And this is a very interesting story arc because seeing Danny adjust to life in New York City after he spent a decade in the mythical city Kunlun. Oh, also, Iron Fist's first story also features the first appearance of Sabretooth, who would later go on to be the arch-foe of Wolverine. Overall, I think this book is a great introduction to people who are going to watch the Iron Fist Netflix series. And also, I think if you're going to be watching that on Netflix, you should definitely give this book a try. Also, interesting fact, also when Iron Fist's title was canceled, this is what led to him appearing in Luke Cage's title and eventually renaming that title to Heroes for Hire. So, yeah. Overall, I would definitely recommend you read this before the Iron Fist Netflix series airs. Because it's really good, and I think it's a great introduction to the character of Danny Rand and the power of the Iron Fist. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for all your support. Like and subscribe to my channel. I'll put a link in this video to some other videos that you'll probably enjoy. I will be doing another Iron Fist graphic novel coming out soon. Trying to get those uploaded before the Netflix series comes on. So stay tuned for that. I'm Spider-Man 1991 saying see you later.